welcome. This is the Virtu Gem team that we have. Some of us are joining today to the Responsible Gem Boutique, and we're so excited to show you some of the gems that we have and to talk about the Virtu Gem program. So we have joining us. First of all, I'm Susan Wheeler, and I have the Responsible Jewelry Transformative and in Virtu Gem, and I partner with Jessica Hudson and Monica Gachui. And we have Virtu Gem coordinators and master cutters joining us from Kenya today, Marvin Wambui and Carol Matura. So why don't you all say a quick hello and talk about who you are for a minute, and then we'll get into talking about the gemstones and showing some. Marvin, why don't you go first and introduce yourself? I think a lot of people know you since you've been a very popular gem trader and cutter for a while.
Okay. Good evening, good morning, everyone. My name is Marvin Wambua. I'm a founder of Malawi Gems, and I'm a gem cutter, a gemologist, and a trader. Mostly, I spend my days cutting stones or exporting gemstones for other people. And I work with everybody who comes to Kenya. We like people to come here and help us with so that we can grow together.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Jessica, you're next on the screen, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Jessica Hudson. I'm co-founder of Virtu Gem. I help facilitate sales along with other things. And prior to Virtu Gem, I was facilitating or organizing mining trips. And our first one was in Kenya, where I actually met Marvin for the first time. And yeah, super passionate about responsible sourcing. And so this is a really good place to be because this is where it seems to happen.
Great. Carol, why don't you go ahead?
Hi, my name is Caroline. I'm based in Nairobi, and I'm the coordinator for Kenya for Virtu Gem. So we work with miners and traders in Kenya so that they can get markets. We work with Marvin. I'm also a gem cutter and gemologist, and we have some few gems to show you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Carol. Yeah, that's awesome. I think before we start, I want to it's something we don't talk about a lot in kind of our structure, but behind the scenes, we've been talking about this a lot, that we really want people to understand that Virtu Gem is, we're not gem traders, we're working with gem traders in source country. So what we really are at heart is just a platform where mining associations can let members show their gems and sell them through our Virtu Gem platform, cut and rough. And so it's just something that we want to kind of talk about and keep in the dialogue. So we were planning on having Lamek join today live from the Zambian gem cutting school. And he is experiencing a power outage, so he's still trying to log on. And from Malawi, we have Percy is also trying to join and having some obstacles, but we do have Malawi Gems. So with that, why don't we go ahead and start seeing what Carol and Marvin, and even, maybe just hearing and describing the gems a little bit, their origins, if we can't, get a good look at some of these fresh, new cut, straight out of the cutting machine gems that you have to show. Marvin, do you want to start and tell us a little bit about Tsavorite and some of the pieces that you cut, and maybe describe the cuts to us so we can kind of visualize them?
Okay, the gemstones I have today is 4 Tsavorite, and I have other 4, 5 on the dope stick. I managed to get one miner. I'm trying to get him to be more open and have his gemstones bought by people responsibly So I'm still working on him. He came to visit me today to see what we've done. And the gems I have today, only one I cut, the rest are cut by Ron. Ron is another cutter we work with in Nairobi, and he uses a JPEG machine so he can get a stone out quick. Whereas I do precision cutting, and hopefully this miner will come out and be known, because most people like to be behind the scenes. So I can talk about his mine, I can talk about his name, but I'm going to show you what the gemstones are. So the first one is, I'll show you the one I cut. It's, let me use a tweezer here. And first, I didn't even weigh them. It's a 4 carat, 4.14, and it's a beautiful gem. And I don't, can you see it clear?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Four carats and 0.14. The next one is, I don't know what to call this cut. Ron cut this one, and it's 3.13. And this is how it looks like. Just hold on 1 second. Can you see it here?
Great. Yeah. Amazing. How big is that one, Marvin?
3.13. And the next one is an emerald cut. And it's 3.46. 3.46. It's an emerald cut. I don't know how clear it is, but can you see it well? And then we have another one here, which is a pear shape. It's 2.27. Pear shape. So that's all I have for today to show you, as the other stones are sourced from neighboring countries, the ones I've cut.
Thank you, Marvin.
You're welcome.
Yeah, in Virtu Gem, we only sell gems. If we say they're Kenyan gems, then they're gems sourced in Kenya and from mines owned by Kenyans. So
Yes.
thank you for that. I'm trying to figure out here how to switch out a speaker view. So while I'm on speaker view, I will, before we go to Carol, to you, I'm going to show some Malawi gems while the tech team here figures out how to switch the view so we have bigger screen options. So I have some gems here in person that were sent to me from Percy, who's in Malawi. And all of these gems are cut in Malawi and sourced in Malawi. So we have a lot of aquamarine that we were sent in the last shipment. And these are some nice cab cuts, really pretty light blue aquas. And since, you know, jewelry designers are always asking for pairs, we've been getting some really nice pairs. These just have a great faceting there. And then we also have some really cool shapes that are coming in. We're always asking for these types of, you know, new shapes, creative, fun, right, Jess?
Right.
Here's another one, new shapes, new pairs. These are some of the rutilated amethyst, which is really, we seem to be the only ones that have it. It's new to a lot of people, and it's just in Malawi, and it's got really kind of cool patterns. So we really love the patterns and how fun all the rutile is in this amethyst. Another thing that Malawi's been showing a lot of is the agates. So this nice big, put it on your finger. Here, let's see. Nice big cocktail ring right here, or a nice big pendant. So I love those. And there's kind of the color that you see there has a lot of pinks in it. So even some of the orange agate, it's a true orange, but there's sometimes just this little bit of pinky sheen in it. Another thing that we love that we're getting are pink tourmaline. So in fact, some of these we're almost pretty low on it. And I know that this mine sold out of its own material last year. The mine, I think by the end of fall, had no more rough left. So the pinks are really cool. Sometimes the pink, you look at the pink tourmaline and then you look at the rhodolite, and it's very similar. They've got a lot of the similar colorations. Let me see here if I can find some of the rhodolite. Another tourmaline. We were getting a lot of the square cut rhodolite. So what else are we getting from light? Oh, here's what I was talking about in some of these, like the peachier colors of the agate. You get some really nice peaches in there. Oh, here you go. Kind of classic Malawi rhodolite. So, and again, we're getting what we were asking for as far as pairs going and fun shapes. And Marvin, you've been great in talking and giving advice and all of the cutting and kind of, you know, helping people be creative in their cutting, which has really brought a lot to the program and really brought a lot to what we can offer. So we can come back to those if anyone has any. Peachy agate's beautiful. Yeah, aren't they so cool? So we can come back to that. Carol, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to see again if there's a way that I can switch the speaker view so people can get a better look at your gems.
Okay.
So why don't you, oh, there we go. Now, Jess, you're on speaker view. So I think it's turning out fine. Sorry, is there anything else? Carol, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, so I have a couple of golden sheen sapphire. So I'll start with the biggest. We have from 50 carat all the way to 1 carat. So let's see, maybe you can see. So that one is 45 carat.
Beautiful. That's really beautiful. Can you show it on your top of your finger like this so we can see if it were a huge cocktail ring? Oh yeah.
There you go.
And you know what? You can
I
really
would
see
wear
the
that.
gold. Can you see the gold in that, Jess? Right there. It's hard
Yeah,
to.
I love the golden sheen sapphire.
It's so beautiful. That's an insane piece. I could totally see, I mean, it's really beautiful in yellow gold and with any sort of a surround. It's really cool.
So we have various shapes. This is another one.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So this is cut actually from Dominic is the miner, and he cuts it like in that one that you were just showing, Carol. He did this eyewear too. Like you could almost see a star in the middle of it. He's
Yes.
really creative
Really
in cutting.
Yeah,
It shows it off so well.
and it looks better in person.
Yeah. Yeah, I know when I wear mine and you go out in the sunlight, it's like the gold just totally radiates.
Oops. Let me see.
I love Dominic's story because he said that when he found the mine, nobody would cut the material for him, and that's how he decided he was going to cut it himself and learn cutting. And he's so good at it.
Yeah, he does a good job.
This is the smallest we have. Let me try and hold it to the tweezer.
Oh, wow. How big is that one? How many carats?
This one is 1.3.
Oh, yeah, it looks big.
But he cuts on demand. So if you need pairs, if you need a certain size, he cuts. He cuts what you need.
Yeah, I would love to see those in earrings too.
Yeah.
I use, yeah, that's so cool. You know, since I stopped using colored diamonds in engagement rings, this is really the awesome replacement for that, to have like an ethical, responsibly sourced, responsibly cut gem to use in an engagement ring that's a sapphire. I think it's just, I love that for this, you know, for somebody that wants something unique and alternative. Yeah, see the little design in the center that he's cut into it? It's so cool.
And he cuts very many designs. Each gem is different.
Oh, Carol, where does the what area does the gold sheen sapphire come from?
The eastern part of Kenya, a place called Kitui.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There are quite a number. Let's see if I can. Oops.
Oh, I like them on the hand though.
Yeah, they look good.
That's great. That's so beautiful. So Carol, since we have you on, what's your favorite gem to cut?
I like cutting Aquamarine from Kenya, Aquamarine.
Yeah. We have some great aquamarine on the website. I think we have some cut by you on the website, and we have aquamarine miner who's very involved in Virtue Gem as well, Alan, who has a great aquamarine mine.
And then finally, I have this one, Sapphire.
Oh, that's cute.
Is that the one we just sold?
Yes, this is the one I sent 0.75
Okay, it's beautiful.
emerald cut.
That's beautiful. I never get tired of. I just love Savarite. I love it in the green, and it's just the national Kenya gemstone, right?
Pardon? Yes, yes.
That's beautiful. And did you cut that one, Carol?
No, this one was not cut by me. This one was cut by one of the cutters in Nairobi.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
It's that.
Is there anything else that the audience wants to see or ask? Because we have just, I think we have a few more minutes. We have about 10 more minutes, a little bit less. Yes, in the chat, Rachel's saying there's lots of options, custom cutting, which, as Carol mentioned, and also Marvin is just, still has things on the dop stick. We love the custom cutting in our program, and as two of the founders, Jessica and I being designers, the custom cutting has really been a great part of everything, and also with having experienced cutters like Marvin and Carol being a part of the program, it really opens up our options to what we want to design and how we can design. Jess, do you want to jump in there from the designer end and the cutting?
Yeah, well, I mean, just not much more to add other than it is a really nice option to be able to create a cut and design, especially when you're sourcing responsibly. Sometimes that's like kind of the best way to go is you find your gem first and then you design around that. So being able to design a cut in addition is, I mean, to me, I think that's where all the fun is. You can get really creative and kind of get involved more as well. And that's fun.
Absolutely. Susan Crow's asking for sizes on these. So we have, this is a 2-carat step cut tourmaline, and it is 14 by 4 millimeters. And this is another elongated one. And this one is 1.8 carats, and it's 13.9, so about 14 by 4 millimeters. They're the same size, basically. We actually have a pair. So. That's 2 of them there, Susan. We have some more that are a little bit wider.
Those would be nice earrings.
Yeah, 12 by 5. I know. I really just, yeah, the long skinnies would be gorgeous. I'd
Yeah.
put like a diamond on top of either side. Perfect. Yes, any other questions? We have some people that still were unable to join us, so sorry about that, that we have not the whole team here, but we're glad that Kenya is well represented because Kenya has been with the program about 6 months now. So that's been really fun to onboard everyone for that. So Green tourmaline. Oh yes, somebody was asking about the green tourmaline, and that is some of the green tourmaline that we have. Hold on, let me take a look.
Oh, Pauline just joined.
Oh, Pauline.
Hello.
We still have some time left, Pauline, for you. So welcome,
Okay.
Pauline Zambia has joined us from Zambia. And Pauline, you have emeralds.
Just one piece.
All right. We'll see it. We'd love to see it.
But it's a cut one.
Perfect.
And then very tiny.
Do you know the size of it? Oh, nice. Beautiful. We can kind of see that beautiful Zambian green, and it looks very clean. How big is that piece, Pauline? Oh,
These are tiny ones.
they're not that tiny. Those look great. You've got an
Yes, very clean.
oval emerald cut.
Yeah, oval and then also emerald cuts as well.
Beautiful. And what are the approximate carats for those? Each.
I've yet to really weigh the tiny ones. I need a very sensitive scale. Because I've tried on my this scale, it cannot pick the weight because they're too small.
Okay, we've got a guess here that Jay says they're probably about 0.6 or 0.8 carats.
I think so.
That's, I'm sure, between both of you, you're correct. Those are beautiful. And so, what mine are those from, in what area? Can you tell us about the cutting and the mines for those?
They're from Ebenezer in Rufanyama.
And were they cut at the gem cutting school?
Ebenezer mine.
Beautiful. And were they cut? Who was cutting those? Do you know who cut those?
These were cut by James from the school.
That's right. So we were planning on having somebody from the National Gem Cutting School come, but Pauline has had her emeralds cut at the National Gem Cutting School, James, and they are really experts, of course, in emeralds. And the school is located in Adolo, which is an area by the Copper Belt. So. There we go. Jessica, do you want to ask anything about the emeralds?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you want to ask anything about the emeralds?
Well, where are they coming from? That would be interesting to know.
They are coming from Rufanyama, the emerald mining area.
Yeah, the color is beautiful. Okay, well, does anyone else have any questions about any of the gems that we've seen or with any of the speakers?
And we have the green, blue aqua.
That's a huge piece of aqua crystal.
Yes, it's about 10 grams, 10.2 grams.
Wow.
And it is from Kamoni mine in Lundazi, which is the southern part of Zambia. It was recently excavated about a week ago.
There's a question, when will the emeralds be on the website?
We'll have them on next week. Those are new emeralds, so we'll get them photographed and done next week. We're actually doing a photo event, which we do gem lightbox events, and there was one scheduled for yesterday and today. So as soon as we get our photo event happening, then we get the gems up on the website. And just to explain how that works, what we have is Pauline will have a gem light box in one area in Lusaka or Nadola, and then all of the people from the Gemstone Mining Associations can bring their gemstones to the photo event and get the photos taken and give all the information they need to have them uploaded to the website.
And this is quite clean, actually. The whole piece is clean.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And you have these are the citrine, also cut by the school. This is from Mansa.
That's very beautiful, and it's nice to have all three. Are they all the same? Is that a cushion cut? I can't tell. Are they all the same cut, Pauline?
All these were cut by the school as well.
Oh, at the National Gem Cutting
Yes,
School.
yes. I took them to the school for cutting.
And they're all the same size and cut?
Yes, they're all the same size, yes.
Those are beautiful. The citrine in Zambia is truly beautiful. The colors are so rich.
That's a rich color, I was just gonna say.
Very nice.
It's quite a rich honey color. This is a honey color.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's natural. No amount of treatment, is all natural.
Wow.
There's no heating involved.
Those are beautiful. And do you know how many carats those are a piece?
Pardon?
Do you know how many carats those are a piece? About how many carats?
I think this should be about 5. I have to really, yes.
That's what they look like. Very beautiful.
Yes.
Great, fantastic. Is that? Do you have anything else, Pauline?
No, that's all. That's all I had. And then maybe Tole, I don't know whether Lamek will join us. He has a problem of power.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of amethyst to show. Yes, because the other, I only have these. These are also citrine.
Oh, you do have more. Those
All
are
from
nice.
Mata.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah, I like the little trillion down there.
I was thinking the same thing, Jess. That's great. I have here some gems as well from Zambia. So this is the indicolite. And Pauline, maybe you can tell us about this mine, because this is one of the mines that we're doing craft code with. And Pauline, we're going to actually have a panel on that at the conference. You can see it's actually a very beautiful blue there.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. This is from Weir's mine in Nyimba, which is part of Eastern Province.
Yeah.
And this mine produces not only the indicolite, but then it's also able to produce the pink, green, and also the biocolor of the tourmalines. And also produces aquamarine. You can imagine, all from one mine.
Yeah, it's really beautiful material, and even the crystals that he has are great clear facet cut, and they're this kind of like, I like to think of it as a denim blue, you know, this blue jean blue. It's classic blue. It's got a little bit of gray to it. It's got the, you know, the beautiful different lights. So we're looking forward to having that be certified, and it's a great mine, and we're looking forward to working with him. He's been happy to submit material to Virtu Gem since day one. He was one of the miners that kind of said, yeah, let's try it, let's do it. And so we're really happy that he's also jumping in and doing the craft code assessment on the mine. So really happy to have his material and show it from Zambia. Pauline, I have another one. I have a little emerald here too. That's another Zambian emerald.
Oh yes. That looks nice also.
Yeah, that was a fun little one. But yeah, I think, you know, I think, Pauline, everyone loves the Zambian emeralds, and the material that you show is clean and really beautiful.
Thank you.
So we're really excited always at Virtu Gem to have the emeralds and show them. And it was slow to get emerald. You know, it's slow to get emeralds right now with COVID. And I think that you and I have talked about it, that out of the 450, is it ASM miners within the larger concession, very few have the money to be mining right now, right? So
because a lot of them actually were on standby because of the COVID, but now, since now the COVID, the levels look to be going down, and then you'll be able to see a number of them starting mining. But then it's just unfortunate that very soon, we'll go into the rain season, and during the rain season, usually the operations, come to a halt, and they only start mining around March when the rains have gone down, because during the rain season, most of the pits are filled up with water, and most of the artisanal miners not really have the capacity to pump out the water, so they usually wait for the rain, to come down for them to start the operation. And then most of the operations actually resume around April and May, and we hope that by May we should be able to have, some good production from the ASM.
So I guess this goes for Kenya too, but how much longer, when we're looking to new stones, and there's been, with supply chain and with COVID, there's been some mines particularly that it's been hard to get stones out of. So how much longer do we have left in Zambia, and I guess in Kenya as well, to be seeing new stones from the mines before winter?
Because some of them have just started those, but then most of them have actually failed to start because of not really having the financial muscle. The COVID really affected a lot of them. I would say a lot of us. So it might take a bit of time for them to have enough financial resource, to start. But then I think by March, April, a number of them will start really going back into mining.
Thank you. Is in Marvin and Carol, is it the same in Kenya as far as the rainy seasons? Will you be seeing the last of the new saphirites coming out of the mines?
I don't. Please, I didn't get you well.
Oh, I was asking, and if the same was true of Kenya, with the rainy
Oh,
season,
Kenya,
it would
okay.
be a halt in their production as well for a little while soon,
All right.
or if they'd been seeing some of those production issues coming along. Carol, what do you think?
In Kenya, they'll still continue. They have not had an issue with the rains.
Actually, it's supposed to be raining now, but the rains are a bit late. So
they failed. The rains failed.
So there's still a lot of activity in the mining areas, especially with the CBOs and individual mines.
Yeah.
So I think this is supposed to be short rain season. We have the long rain season in starting in March, going to April. So, but the weather patterns have changed so much. So, like a lot of people are supposed to have planted their crops, but nothing has happened now. So people don't know; they're just still waiting. Every day it looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not raining. So
people are still mining.
people are
Okay.
still mining. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good
But
to
food's
know.
not growing.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Mining, food's not growing.
Right. Pauline, can I ask you what your necklace is? What gems do you have in your necklace?
It is amethyst. Actually, it is the low grade amethyst tumbled. It is amethyst and clear quartz.
Okay.
And all mined in Zambia. The amethyst is from my mine, and then the clear quartz. I bought the clear quartz in Hong Kong, which was already tumbled and drilled. And so I mixed the clear quartz from which I got from Hong Kong, but then originally I understand it was from Zambia. And then I had the amethyst. Is the
Oh no, Pauline was frozen during telling us about her necklace.
Oh.
We'll see. Oh, she's lost connection. I just wanted to mention that because the Women's Mining Association in Zambia has a number of members that show the beads as well. And they do cut the beads in Zambia and they do tumble them there. And Pauline always has a really nice selection. In fact, her necklaces right now are at the Fair Trade store in Chicago. And we don't always show them. I think we do have some on the Virtu Gem website, but it's always just fun to see and really gorgeous to see some of the beadwork that they've done with the Women's Mining Association there with the amethyst. And they do their own crystal. It isn't always, they do cut it there as well for the beads and do tumbled beads. So Jess, you've seen some of those necklaces. They're cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're super cool. I actually noticed her necklace like right away. Do we still have the trees too that they were doing?
We do have some gem trees that they were doing, and those I don't have them in front of me, but we do have some. They're at the Fair Trade store in Chicago, but I have some in the U.S. and those make great Christmas gifts. And what they do is they take or holiday gifts. They take the gems that you can't do anything with, can't even too little, throw in the tumbler, and we have them in amethyst and quartz and in citrines, and they make the trees. So there's multiple different people being employed to do. It's kind of like a handicraft thing, and this was one of those products like the beads. Again, that was during COVID lost its markets because the tourists stopped coming in to Zambia, and then these crafts that were sold to tourists through, in making use of gems that would otherwise be thrown away, lost their market. So that's how we have the gem trees and also some of the bead necklaces, which are great. So I think we have to wrap it up. So Carol and Marvin, any last words about gems in Kenya? We're excited for everything that you showed.
We are hoping to get more variety. We are in touch with many traders and miners, and they're excited to sell gems through the Virtu platform. So as time goes on, we'll have more and more gems to show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you both, Carol and Marvin, for being involved in Virtu Gem and all of your guidance in, in the platform and in the project. And thanks, Pauline. We're sorry that we missed you at the end, and we're so glad that you were able to join for a little while.
Yeah,
So
thanks,
thank you.
Carol, Marvin.
Thank you.
You can see everything, well, not everything, but check out the website for sure. We've got stuff on there.
And we can also head over to the booth as well. There's time before the next session if anyone wants to meet over there. And thank you everyone for joining.